Okay, Saturday, welcome to the Real Sum. So I'm going to try to stay out of the picture today. About 2 minutes today, that's about it. I have a couple different types of decanters. Part of the maintenance of this is these little cool beads that I got on Amazon. I saw them on the wine show, which I can barely, oh my God, I could barely stand. If it wasn't for Jancis Robinson. So here's how to do this, right? And yes, I actually do use Saratoga water or Evian or whatever I have. I like good water. You don't want local water, especially here in Florida. It's got a bunch of lime in it and all that kind of stuff. This one doesn't need too much attention. Just a little. I throw some of those beads in there. And I just make sure that I clean up the bottom, It's easy to get the top, but it's kind of tough to get those, the little wine stains out of the bottom, And then I use this right here on a white tablecloth, right? So I can see, am I getting those red wine stains out? Much more prevalent. I love these things. Guess why? I have a big belly and short arms, and this is really, I call this my Me Too hashtag avoider. So when you're at a table and you have this, now they're beautiful because they're really thin on the, the top, so they when you cut them, they don't drip at all. These are great decanters. $20. I get them at World Market here. I'm sure there's some supplier you can get them from. I don't really know, but I just go to World Market, which is kind of cost plus. I don't really know, right? So this is really great because you don't have to get on top with this one. You're like in between the chairs. You're really on top of people. This is a great decanter. So if you can ever find these, they last a long time. I don't think you saw it, that stand that I use in the back. I just put some duct tape 3/4 of the way down, all the way up to halfway down, so when you put it on there, it doesn't clink against the steel and chip. It's so easy. But you see how nice and clean that one is, right? And this, if you've got a little sommelier's eye, you can see this one is a little stained because of fake stuff some people put in wine. For God's sake, we know at least 7% of that's non-vitis vinifera. Just ask anybody at UC Davis. Don't come at me, Wagner. Guy brought this in last night. This is Phelps. Speaking of, at least that one's only 7% non-vitis vinifera. This guy's real big ass wine. I know 2 vintages ago, I was told that, see how I phrase things? You could tell I'm from Boston, right? I was told that is 9% non-vitis vinifera product. So, fellow Psalms, what could that be? You just, let me know. So here's the thing here. This is great because it's a little bit of a red stain. And that happens. It's not just that guy, man. There's Orange Swift has a certain style. It just seems like certain producers, they make these wines that they just stain, they stain the glass. And the glass is non-porous, but over time, doing this kind of roughs it up. But these decanters, really, these ones here, I don't know, they usually last me about 6 months or something. But in a second, you'll see. Here, I'm gonna dump this into the big one. See how much better that is? They look isn't that awesome? And it's so quick. And now I'll just put these on the drying rack. And that's just a little equipment thing. That's what I use. I have 4 different size decanters. I use different decanters for different things. This is kind of my all-purpose one. Anything under $165 or so usually is fine in here. And then the bigger wines, you want that Barolos and that stuff like that. You need just whatever needs more surface area. But I was listening to it. I'm going to close with this really quick. I was listening to somebody today because it came up the other night about aeration and putting wine in a blender and all that kind of stuff. Brother, unless you got a kind of a really cheap wine that's super tight, don't put the wine in a blender. And if you do, you know what? Why not experiment with a $5 or $10 bottle of wine that you get out of a closeout bin or something like that? If you do, just pulse it for 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. Don't blend it. All right? Got all these tricks. These tricks all these guys come up with. There's ways that this is one way to aerate wine, decanter. I don't love aerators, but if they want me to aerate it, it's your wine, man. And I just say, you know, and I'm not going to take it back. You're still getting charged for it. I don't care. If it's you tasted it, said aerate it, I will aerate it. I'll put Coca-Cola in it. It's your wine. This is the thing, again, with sommeliers. Our egos get too big. Let the customer have what they want. All right? We get enough, we get stroked enough. We get all kinds of recognition. Just no matter what, let the customer have what they want, and then they'll come back. They'll be back to you. The weirdest little things will aggravate somebody where they won't come back. All right, anyway, that's The Real Somm. Push the like button, please. If you want to contact me, peter@canawineco.com, info@therealsomm.com. So far, I am on Facebook and YouTube as of October 5th. And, oh my God, I think I have 360 episodes to go. And, okay, you guys have a great Saturday. Have a nice dinner tonight. Go out, have a nice dinner.